Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm UncleLander and this is Gran Turismo 2 GT mode playthrough. On the last episode we managed to finish the entire FR challenge, and we are today moving towards the Midship challenge, or MR challenge if you will. As my weapon of choice I decided to go for the Clio Sport V624V. So, without further ado, let's test this car and the machine test for 400 meters, 1000 meters, and one full lap. Let's see what this car can perform. Or how this car can perform. It's definitely a noisy little rascal. .2 seconds. It's not bad for a little car like this, not gonna lie. Sadly, still unranked. Let's see how this car is gonna perform at 1000 meters. And 1000 meters with the time of 25.6 seconds and speed over 200 kilometers an hour. I don't think it's gonna get ranked. I think the car was still too slow. Still too slow. A little curious thing about this car. This car is getting considered as an S-Class car if you play it on the arcade disc of the Gran Turismo 2. For some reason. One full lap at the test course, let's go. It's a real noisemaker. And I thought GTR32 was the one car that was like stupendously noisy. I guess this one is gonna take the cake. It's gonna take the lead in the amount of decibels that little engines can make. .230 kilometers an hour. I don't think this car has 6 gears on it. .247. Yeah, this car only has a maximum of 5 gears. And just like that, with the speed of 251 kilometers an hour, we can basically conclude this test as finished. But I'm still gonna drive this car to the finish line, only, maybe, hopefully, a little quieter. For me, installing the muffler on this car is gonna be a song from heaven, not gonna lie. Hey Atomic, yes, this is a Clio V6, which also brings me to a reminder for everybody who is over here and for everybody who is watching. This video is being recorded live on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/UncleLander, links in the description and the pinned comment. Join in, say hello. It's nice. Yeah, this car is pretty damn wild. Sadly, with the maximum speed of 254.1, it's not gonna classify into the ranking, but we are not giving up on this car. We are gonna bring this car to the modification shop, because to gain access to the maximum power output on the Midship challenge, the maximum power output for the first race at the Grand Valley West course is 345 brake horsepower, and we're gonna bring exactly that. Well, maybe not exactly, but at least a number that is closer to it than we think. Okay, so Renault, tune it up, and first we're gonna start with the brakes, drivetrain, suspension, tires, and carry weight. Not carry weight, but maximum weight. I say carry weight because I have played way too many RPGs. Only have recently had a hunch to play Gran Turismo 2, and I don't regret it. It brings some really fun memories, some scary memories as well. That's a great game overall. Well, this car does not have a propeller shaft, surprisingly. Let's go for a suspension. Super soft tires. And let's decrease the weight of this car. It was worth the pain and suffering. Probably was, probably wasn't. Okay, muffler is gonna increase the car to 269 brake horsepower, which is nice. And it's gonna definitely make this car a little bit quieter. I can definitely promise that one. Computer increases the power to 279. Engine balancing increases the power to 286. Port grinding increases the power to 295. Not sure if this car is naturally aspirated. Yeah, it actually has turbo. So let's go for the turbo. Can I put an intercooler on? Nope. Surprisingly, I cannot, but I can slap the turbo. And the first stage turbo actually causes us to increase the power to 367. So that's gonna be a little bit too much. So for now, we're gonna have to deal with a maximum power output of 295 brake horsepower. And I just realized that we are going way too far. Sorry, I had to check something. Grand Valley West course, let's go. Let's go 5. Let's put this to 7. 100. Let's try 3 and 6. Maybe 1-1. We're gonna see how that's gonna go. Definitely different gearing. Gonna put it at least on 8. And when it comes to the LSD, I'm gonna put it on 5, but we're gonna see how the car is gonna perform, because in the worst case scenario, we're gonna increase it even more. Okay, Grand Valley East section, the first race of the Midship Challenge. Let's go. I could say that so far so good. The first straight have barely started and we already have lost the entire competition. The car doesn't spin, so I think the LSD is good and the rear toe is also pretty good. I'd say so far so good. Might need to go for a slightly bigger settings to increase the oversteer of the car. First lap at 1 minute 14.1. Now we are crossing the finish line with the time of 1 minute 6.897, with Lotus Europa ending in the second place, Toyota MR2 Spider in the third, MGF at fourth, Toyota MR2 1600 at fifth, and Toyota MR2 G Limited at the sixth place. Money and a new car. Alright, now we need to increase the maximum power output of our car to 493 brake horsepower if you want to have a chance while going for the second race. Even though that this game is still pretty damn easy, I'd rather just follow the requirements. Better to be safe than sorry. That's all I say. Right, turbine kit, because this one does not have an intercooler. Alright, stage 2 turbo at 440 brake horsepower. And now let's go for the second Midship Challenge race. At a high-speed ring. Ah, the lovely typo of the PAL version. Never gets bored. Never gets boring. And we're definitely gonna increase the gearbox a little bit. And maybe the LSD to 10. We're gonna see how the car is gonna behave right now. Oh, look at that. We have another Clio over here. And there we go. We also have a Nissan NSX. We got 3 Clios available over here. And we still managed to pass them without that many problems. Probably should have increased the gearbox a little bit. probably much more than it is right now. If there's a one thing that this car could benefit from, the 6th gear. I would really love to see this car with the 6th gear. Not gonna lie. Because we're currently reaching 260 kilometers an hour and this car just yells for more. Jumpy over there. And we're finishing this race on the 2nd lap with a time of 58 seconds, .1. And Renault Clio Sport is also in the 2nd place. Then it's NSX Type 0, Toyota ZZS, Toyota MR2, and the last Renault Clio Sport also in the 6th place. $6,000 credits and another car. Now, for the final race, we're gonna put the last turbo enhancement into the engine of our car as well. We're gonna increase the maximum gearing on the car because it's clear that this car can pull a little bit more speed. It can just pull up with a little bit of wider gearing over here. Okay, Renault. Tune it up. Stage 3 at 505 brake horsepower. I think the car is holding pretty good. I don't think I need to adjust that. Final race at Red Rock Valley. I think increasing to 14 should be good enough. Let's go. The last race of the Midship Challenge. We have Toyota GT, Venturi Atlantic, Motorsport Lotus Elise, NSX, and the Vector V12, I think. I haven't seen that car in a while. Basically, Vector is an American brand of cars that really could not just step out of the 80s. Or as people like to call them, American Lamborghinis. Which kind of sounds insulting when you think about it. Okay, I want to take a look at on the back. Misclicked on the trigger. But that is fine. Still in the race, and that's what matters the most. Down to the final straight or the last race of the Midship Challenge with time of 1 minute 13.229. Thanks for the GGs. At the second place, for GT, Vector M12, that is the name of the car, Vector M12 at the third, Lotus Motorsport Elise at fourth, NSX Cypher 05th, and Venturi Atlantic at the sixth place. It probably was. I don't really hear the sound effects. Only you guys can hear them. And with that, we have managed to finish the entire Midship Challenge. Let's take a look at what kind of rewards did we got besides the very good amounts of credits. The first car was TRD 2000 GT, which is basically a Toyota MR2 that has been modified, with 266 brake horsepower and 1290 kilograms of weight. The next one is Tom's TO20, and it is, again, modified version of the Toyota MR2. And the last but not least, the cream of the crop, probably one of the best, if not the best cars in its class, Ford GT40 race car with the label number 6. It's the same car they have won against the Ferrari in the Le Mans races for several races. It was for several years. I believe this is the Mark 1. Of course, in the future Le Mans races in the 60s, there were Mark 2, 3, 4, and so on. But yeah, this is pretty much the one, the classic. Probably one of the probably one of the best cars in the game. So, that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to wrap up this YouTube episode. People of Twitch, we're still going to continue the stream. People of YouTube, hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, consider subscribing, ring the bell, stamp with a like, leaving a comment, all that good stuff. Links for all my socials can be found in the description below, as well as in the pinned comment down below. Music has been provided to us by Carl Casey at his official website whitebataudio.com and his YouTube page Whitebat Studio. Consider taking a look at his content as well. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one.